my grind long enough to see you've been playing life on easy with all of the mods on your side, while I'm fighting through mine, each house of the devil's design. I've been hustling through the truth for me and mines. You have been coloring in between the lines. Got no scars on your back, no dirt on your name. Too mad in that climb, steady burning my own flame. Trying to steal up my fucking name. I see you out here living life on cruise, while we scrape by, bleeding through the June. In the fight for our youth, paying the dues that you refuse to. Refuse to. What you mad for? What you mad for? Ain't got no time to rewind. We're the real ones pushing through all of that dirt, staying aligned up on their grind. No easy mode out here, just a hard fought game. While you're back living in your comfort, we're out here earning for a real name. That flame, it's what you mad for, digging up that grind. It's what we do, rise with fire inside. We're changing the view, this life's been unfair, yeah, nah, life's a bullshit, ass face, two-faced lie. When the system's been rigged to keep us, the truth, locked outside. We've been living up in a bubble, call it privilege or fate. And I'm dodging every shot that they make up in the fire, straight in the gate. It's critical, pivotal moments up in their plans to expose every single hand playing games at that land. Every single part of your life. Why ain't you mad in other ways? But you mad at the shine. When you done, you ain't allowing the time. When you need sleep on the clock, you're out here redefining that grind. What you mad for? Ain't no time to rewind. Inside of that abusive crime that you took inside of my life. We were the ones pushing right through that dirt. You sifted, staying aligned. No easy mode out here, it's a hard fought game. While you bask in that comfort, we're all here earning for our real names. Up in that flame that you took inside of our lives. You couldn't hold frame. What you mad for, G? Inside of the grind. It's what we do when we rise from the fires of our youth. Six curveballs, middle of the incision. Decision, make a cut with precision. Rain or reason or shine, they'll rather contrive to take these new chains and bind me, bind me, keep me buried up alive in their twisted game over me and mine's. Controlling every step of my breath, stripped of my rights, design, sentenced to death, body, image, and mind. Everything stolen, conditioned to their abuse. My spirit eroding, implanted their demise like a script on replay inside of my entire life. And I rose from the ashes each and every single time. They won't see me decay. I'm getting locked in my grind, Chico locked up in that design. My own admission and mind, breaking the chains every time, escaping their mission and hurt like hell. Dreams designed, turned up into smoke and the fire inside of me. That still provokes an identity bereft, sentenced to this kind of theft. Each and every single part of my breath, sentenced to death. I'm taking flights for what's left in this poisonous, asphyxiated mind. Being gone blank all the time. Cells can't breathe. My spirit sank in the memory of toxins that whispered the lies, telling me to stay away. But I saw through the disguise, through the pain that they paid. You conjured pain inside of that design to educate criminals everywhere. I've never been unseen, seen inside of my own mind, stealing my sunshine and turning my love into a war murder weapon. Mass destruction in the guise of an affection. How you gonna protect that kind of crime that runs so deep inside? The demons move so fast and they work the parts inside of that lust. The peace won't keep. Drugged up and misled and framed up in the doubt, turned to live up to the venomous work of their arts. Inside of the truth being snuffed out, but their play won't silence my dreams. My screams guides the prayers, fills my dreams. Ignore my guilty, they run so cheap. inside of our G codes, getting sprayed up and locked up out of my own admissions. Breaking the chains, escaping their mission, it hurt like hell. Dreams turn to smoke, but this fire inside me still provokes. Identity's gotten bereft, sentence in this kind of death. Life that it takes, fight for what's left in the side of my mind. Being raped in my grind, an organic truth, the booth to be met with the lies. They steadily ready to steal up my youth, playing judge, jury, and executioner in their games of a warrior's mission over meal. Over me to stack up the shame inside of me and shatter their own claims. And legally and wrong, justice will be found as long as I breathe and staking it down inside of them, taking back what's mine. My right to be free inside of my mind. You'll never cease to erase the warrior inside of me. That thing that you made is a monster you don't want to see, to strip me away from me. Inside of the game's being unraveled thread by thread, the remedies caged up inside of the confines so tight. But I broke through them bars to reclaim what's mine. Lessons learned in the fire that they sparked, turned my scars into roadmaps. These battles are marked while my spirit rises, their power said, pivoting sharp, preparing to swing, dodging their schemes, feeling the sting inside of every blow that you know. They try to take up that land inside of your own heads. It's time built up in this warrior now to take a stand. Poisoned up in their youth, and they even turn that booth into a hardcore truth with each and every word that I step, exposing their abuse and the balls of motion that remedies in the fade, and constant weaving through the traps of their cruelty made for this chemical days to spray up in the worst of ways, trying to kill me off so cheaply and effervescently quickly. Built for this moment, designed to withstand that kind of enterprise that crumbles like a castle of sand. In the terror that they steadily feed and them seeded the plans. Knowing that fuels my fight, each swing I take shatters in their blight. Their deepest, darkest crimes won't define me now. I got the keys steadily forged in the fire and the authority. It's my decree, setting the sun, trying to steal up that burns brighter inside of them. More guns, steadily flames to fail, side of the flail, getting ready to ride.
Right up on these snitches and these stitches and these switches that these motherfucking hoes wanna be up in the nose of most, and the kind of hoes that they hose and they hose in. Yeah, they ain't bros, they ain't nothing of that sort.
Yeah, we were born into chains, no room to breathe, just the weight of this world fully steals, and the lies hide behind, underneath. Scarred up hearts, tattered and burned, the bird in the dust with the feathers broken by the world you can't trust. They'd rather stay I was silent than stay I was riding out just to swallow them dirt. Them hearts hurts, but my battles cry and this cut right through me, relentless to the curt. Every single poison that they fed and every bruise on my mind hurts. There's a cage inside of that break and leave behind, and I won't die here and stay in this state of mind. Crushed by your own hate, crushed by that poisonous sleuth and sentenced to death, kind of my fate. Rising from the ashes, phoenix unseen, can't clip the wings of the soul's machine. Raise me up and set the fire's decree on me. Let me fly through them storms and let me see. Through the dead of the night, let me see. To touch some skies, let me see. No more shadows dancing beneath them lies. And my breath where I was sentenced to death, and my heart's grim and bare, and there's nothing left to see there. Just a helpless bird that they tossed aside. No memory, no voice, nowhere to hide. Then demons dance out on the grave for their youth, but they clawed their way back to uncover the truth. Get that voice back up into the booth. Humanity's lost in a blackened up haze, souls for the devil's maze, but we're like lighting the corners here buried in the deep inside of a spark to ignite the flames that guide you home. So I won't bow down, I won't be enslaved,
Saga on the track.
sentenced to death, but my soul's unchained. You feel that fire?
Saga on the track.
Ride it out, tossed here in the youth while their poison up sleuth gets stuck up on the shelf. Run so deep, crimes buried in the shadows that they keep in their whole soul, assassin cage ass ways, haunting in they sleep. But now I'm readied up in armor, ready to fight, pivoting sharp, that truth revealed. They remedy lies to cage and confine, but I broke the bars to reclaim what's mine. Lessons learned in the fire that they sparked turned my scars into maps where the battles are marked and their games unraveling thread by thread, while my spirit rises in the cut cloth that I was power and dead. And the pivoting sharp prepared the wings shed their light, the feathers thick, dodging up their schemes, feeling the sting, and then every single blow that they tried to land. This is a warrior now who takes up that second stance, third stance, every single time rising up, man, poisoned up in the sleuth of an abuse, turned hardened up in that truth, every single word putting up in that booth, every step exposing their kind of abuse. The ball is in motion, the remedies fade. I'm weaving through them traps and counting them days for their own cruelty that they've made, built for this moment, designed to withstand this kind of worship. Up on the Enterprise, they crumble up in the castle of sand. The terror seeds demise, now feels that fight in each swing I take, shadows their blight that they made in the first place. Their crimes won't define me, I've got the key, it's inside of Jesus Christ's name. You see, the freedom forged through the fire, it's my set decree. They sung, they tried to steal up and burn it brighter inside of my own heart. For the war's games they played fail when I'm ready to die. Let them pivot in their twisted up and deceived ways, and I'm heading in those 5 steps to retreat. They grieve, they prepared for the battles, not they created in sin. This is my stories, I'm destined to win. From the poisoned up beings to the triumphant roars. You think that warrior's broken and without me forevermore, locked out of his own door. We're pivoting sharper and sharper, you better prepare for more than war. Dodging them schemes, feeling that sting. I wasn't ready for every single blow that you tried to land inside of my own land. This warrior now takes a stance.
Saga on the track.
They tech flexing in them worlds of prison, that wardens up in them skies, though they can't see the criminal lost in their eyes. The AK-47 chests and hearts and minds, loaded up in hate in their eyes, playing chess with lives they pawns on a board. Warfare flexing in their tech, humanity's getting ignored, locked to the core, locked out of the door of true freedom. What was life ever for? Just throw away that key. They selling us dreams to never be anything, keeping us lost in chains, and they call it liberty. What happened to the love that was coarse, scored in that sound doctrine, the scriptures that's been taught through the buried up rubble, like the battles we fought to live in fear, keeping the hate on replay out here. Humanity's just a ghost, fading further each day from that love that was scored up inside of the world that forgot its own name. Hearts turn cold in the pawn of it all, just playing that warfare game. Think on reload, we fighting for our survival inside of our souls, getting caught inside of the flames. Put that door to freedom locked tight, or we'll break skin on our chests, being lab rats in a mix of the state of the art war, prisoners of the mind, deep when they fix. Slavery's alive, just with digital chains you blind. Now it's zeros and that one's out of control in our brains, feeling that forlorn fear that you can love to do and stray up in that weaponized of hate, divided us by borders and classes by fate. It ain't here to bow down, I ain't here to remind crime that was taken inside of our lives. I'm here to remind that King James version in my veins being ripped and scripted while they inlaid, while they sinking in the darkest pits. I'm gonna let my light lift up this light and lift up this light to fight for my life, for that better life. What's a love life for, even when you forgot its own purpose and name? State of the art war, slavery's alive, just with digital chains, keeping the world blind. And all of its ones and zeros and ones that control our brains and minds. They fear the love that we can do, so they weaponize they hate to divide us by borders, class, by race. It ain't no about time to remind us here, this love is a weapon to reclaim mankind. When the love's just forgotten its whole name, them hearts get turned up cold and they pawns in their game. We're fighting for survival out here. The world is the fittest, the strongest, got locked up in that key. Breaking chains, style, swile, swastika over me. There's that some type of policing. They forgot the truth, they forgot the love's worth. And each and every single divine, that moment's been birthed instead of that fear that's been the kingdom on the pain that's been cursed up since birth. And this kind of word that's turk inside of the eternal force that's been taken there, can't contain all the scars that I see up on these hearts, and generations of hearts inside of stained red from the blood in the dirt with so much mirth. To that beat of the war drums, it's a call on my heart's heart. So I'm writing out these verses to rebuild it all, cause humanity's been sick and losing its own way now, trading life for a nightmare that we relive every single day. There ain't no love out here, it's being dead and degrade away, just blackened out in the deep end of grave. And I'm dipping out in these words, I'm sailing inside of that tech war on a missile on fight, ready for a better life, cause we need a revolution to be coming out in the dead of the night. When love's gotten the world so cold, it's forgotten its name. That hearts and hearts cold, that hearts get colder and colder in the pawns that we play inside of a whole kind of crime conspiracy. Fighting for our survival out here, we're standing at the crossroads of our time. We'll rise one and one, I hate to find the doors stuck, locked dead tight, and the deadbolts, the keys in our souls to find a way. Love is the answer to make the humanity whole. Just find Jesus Christ inside of that kind of love's life, that light that you've been looking for, cause love is the answer, and I'm coming down to knock down that door.
Saga on the track.
Cell block 10, walking in like saints, they drenched in sin, acting like they holy, but they devils within each and every single calculated move. They try to play out my brain in every twisted move, twisting up the facts and trying to paint me as insane, but I caught on to the patterns, man. I stitched up with it each and every single thread of my cut cloth. Let's cut the cord this time. Saw the poison up in that mind. They tried to impound inside of me. No, ain't coincidence, it's just a criminal plot. And over me, they deserve that cold cell to rot in that spot. They think they gods with their hands and their tongues on that strings of hate. They just laid fear of the sinners from the disguised ways. They think they saints, they caped. They are working on that kind of down low way with the devil's brigade, the devil's shit that you know they do and you can't presume. You ain't no saint, you ain't no savior in the sight of the faint. You ain't no shadow or the dark, so try to hide from hide, try to hide from the light. Lies, rotten your lies, your cage ass design, weight of the shame. I'm the voice of the voiceless in the nights calling out your name. You ain't no saint, crawling around on your crown to mind up on your head. You can put it up on your head in that trailed out space of all of that pain that went up and away. The blood that you shed going down and out, coming out, and justice coming out. You can feel the fire being ignited. You can't run from the gun, the shadow of proof that's being put back in the truth on the booth. For the youth taking flight up on these stages tonight, setting up on fire, gonna take it higher. So man, how many lives gonna ruin to take yourselves higher? You can keep that throwing pitch. How you gonna move about my life and just kind of switch? How many tears fell and then you can't be alone and tamed down inside of that hijacked vision? I've seen the lies and the cracks in your mask. You can't whisper to me in the dark, you filthy tasks designed. Seen the filthy tax designed, tax that was broken in the love of mind, broken down and pawned up in your gains, so swiftly moved in the storm incomplete. I'll carry you home, I'll carry you home, alright. You played judge, jury, and executioner, tried to rewrite my fate, and I'm throwing back down the bloody chains. It's time, this is my escape. No, I'm not your victim, I'm a warrior reborn, and I'm coming for more of my life, and I'm coming for the truth. Put it back upon your booth, all of your lies that you've torn into. You ain't no saint, no savior in the sight of that kind of life of Jesus Christ. It's be in the shadows you can keep inside of that dark, or you hide inside of that light, rot in your shadows, lies, feeling the weight of the shame. I'm the voiceless of the voices that ain't gonna be out here tamed down, cause they've been tamed down and stuck in the early grave. You ain't no saint, them crowns on your head, just a trail of that kind of bloodshed and pain. Justice is coming, you can feel the fire ignite. You can't run from the truth, and I'm taking every single part of it with me. Sight of Christ, you can see that they could silence me and bury me deep inside of the seeds that they planted to grew those roots into my grief. And every single day causing me more strife with each and every single blade they twisted up inside of my life to rhyme a spark of cutting art through them hearts work and them dark ties and lies lighting up in the dark. You ain't just feeling me, you ain't gonna be feeling me and my stolen voice, my stolen life. You ain't the ones broken down without a choice. The world might be as cruel as can be, but I'm sharper than that pain, and I've got it on my steady pen. It's just a big pen, man, but I'm taking it up inside of this life to lead me to shine. Call me crazy, but I've been in a storm so wide, you can take that rain and I'll tear it down, man. I didn't choose this fight, but I'm ready here for that war. Turning them wounds people are feeling into war wall pawns, making my heart's art roar. 30,000 songs until I'll burn for more. You can see them lies within each and every single verse. It's a beacon for the ones that survive this kind of curse. Over their own hearts is work. The pulse of the brave, the pulse of them hearts works to save. You think the ones that you're gonna be trying to silence are the good ones with the good hearts, and odds gonna be coming undone. You think you're untouchable inside of your reckoning's war. The silent masks of being slipping. They think they saints, they gonna be in truth and crystal clear this time. They ain't gonna be no saint in the Savior's sight, just a shadow of that darkest, deepest disgrace. You can rot in all the lies and all of your design, trying to take the weight of that shame to poison up a person up all up out of their mind. You ain't no saint, no crown on your head this time, just a trail that kind of pain and that blood that you shed. Justice is coming for you, motherfucker. You can feel that fire ignite and then sparks that you can keep. You can't run from the truth that's coming for you. You can take flight, you can try to run tonight, it'll still catch up to you twice. So every single stance that I make, I'm broken and I'm bound with the voice and the echoes of a profound new sound. Every truth that I take, I ain't faking the same.
good shit. This is a Rain's end for the lost and broken, my friends. Thanking the Lord for every single strength that you provided for me for. Through the battles that I fought, through the tears and cries. Thank you, hearing my soul this time. Together we'll take and rewrite every single story that they told. Thank you for that pen in the trail, the bloodshed that you laid upon my life. Thank you for it all, cause justice is coming. You can feel the fire being start with every single thing that you can spit.
Saga on the
You
track.
can't run from this. Truth be told, it's taking flight tonight. You can't bury me up in the deep.
Saga on the track.
What you mad for? Trying to bury me up in the deep. Can't keep, now my heart's too strong to bury me. You try to throw me in that dirt, and I'm fighting back until the end of my name. This is the rise, no enterprise from that shadow that you can keep in the deep, deep sleep that your mind's been rusting in, and your lost values you can keep. You touching them skies and these criminal eyes, trying to take over my whole life. Dig me up a hole in my own beam, and that dirt that you threw on me just fuels my flame. Underneath the pressure's vein became a diamond, and each and every single scar of my soul and hearts and mind. I'm the star climbing for more in my life. You can't ever be born for boring that part of design inside of your fucked up mind. Silence is the truth, and the silence is the proof, and you're running, and it's a violence, a voice in the dark work inside of a spark that can cause the chaos inside of the fires in the heart, inside of the bottom pits. Been rising from that tide. You can't bury that deep, and you can't bury me up in the deep. I'm alive, I'll survive every single shitstorm that you buried me up in. Keep trying to break free and turning that pain into power again and again until you'll see, and the whole world will see me lighting up all these stages for ready to shine inside of the life so worldwide design. Trying to take out these lost voices and lost minds that they've been fighting and they cannot defeat that defeat. So I'm raising up from the ashes. You can't bury me, can't bury me in the deep. Now I refuse to go. And I hit you in the low lows like you hit me, no. Can I hit you in the low lows where you hit me, no, no. I'm making moves in the light of the dark. That shitstorm on repeat. Can't bury me up in that deep. Put me back on my feet, Lord. Watch it crumble underneath, and I'm breaking that fade. As you try to break upon me in the mountains, the storms can't shake.
Saga on the track.
Try to silence me, everything against me. Shadows in the cast in the sea. I turned into a shield from every demon out there. In the wounds that they wanna rather keep. Open the weapons that I wield. It's more than survival, and that destiny's claim. And I claim every hour for every tear that I've shed. It's a part of that flame built by design in the holy Lord's name. Jesus Christ, be the force and the reckoning salute to the truth that they can't see. And that digs all they want, and they can dig all they want, but they can't bury me. Nah, Jesus owns that key. Can't bury me up in the deep. I'm breaking free from this pain and turning into the power of the world seeing me. Until I'm the voice lost for these lost causes, lost out on these defeated streets. To burn it up more and raise them up from the ashes. Can't bury us, you can't bury us, nah. You refuse every single hit that they gave you. Make some moves in the light of the dark, the storm on repeat. You can't bury us in the deep. Get on your feet and rise to to this kind of war shit, this kind of war that was making over you to keep you poor. You try to drown me up in silence, I'm the lost screams inside of the void. You can't keep me, trying to break these chains and the violence that they made, and every single value that they made to destroy that heart, and every single work of their darkest parts of their hearts. I'm coming in with this heart's work, not just surviving, I'm claiming that throne, and I'm gonna tear your lies down, just in every single depth of every deep that you made. This kind of scars that you can keep, you can't erase the story, reread my fate inside of that script of every single line. I tore into stone and put up in my cave, came up into my own fortress for heaven's sake, from the rumble and the kingdom from my pain. In this flood you can't decimate with their hate inside of a dance in the rain that you can't feign. You can't feign your fast inside of that task that's been poisoned up inside of its mind. Every single testament like it's a fucking crime over my entire life. By design,
Saga on the
out of
track.
the trial or trail, break through that spell. You can't bury up my body. Six different lanes, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how we're gonna break it down for you more. Driving inside of my life, man. Driving down these 86 different lanes, tied to this kind of abuse, man. There ain't nothing in my life but refuse. Rest in peace, Matthew. So long, nice to meet you. They got the about right to deceive you and trick, slit their own wrist. Kinda staged up design, taking my own mind, entire life that shine. You never knew the kind of blind name that they could live on you. Inside of that kind of headspace, take the views. 12 lanes, new kind of attitude. This is how we're gonna break it down for you. 1, 2, 3, 4 for more. Going down 12 lanes, 86 stitches, and switched up in that kind of mind. Trying to stitch up that mind so you can see clear. 86 different atmospheres, drowning in all of that fear that they're creating. Kind of hijack design, hacked up in mind and spirit. Get ready for that fight, poisoned up, and I'm sure you'll have to hear it inside of the toxic veins, inside of the blood. Don't spill it inside of that trying to murder it up design. Deceitful whispers in their lies and their minds. They're going out of their minds and lost in the echo of the void, turning every single lane just deployed to destroy. With these criminal intentions, they hit like a plague, and my life is being thrown off track. So I'm swerving through their lines and these counterfeit designs. They ain't looking back, and my eyes are wide open when they got their eyes shut tight, and I'm seeing clear through them schemes. They paint me as I'm cray-cray, white I'm shattered of dreams in my heart, and his lines blur into the wounds work of his art. Start side of this reality gets twisted up and lost inside of the dead machine.
Saga on the track.
So I'm taking the wheel, and I'm breaking that scene. Pretty eyes, yeah, they hypnotize with their dirty lies, working in overtime, driven down to 86 lanes, going lost inside of their own minds design. And I'm trapped inside this kind of ride, cage built through your syndicate, trying to take me all lost, up out of my mind. Kiss me, kill me. The pretty eyes ain't enough inside of this heart's worked life. You'll never see, never steal away from them pretty eyes. Nice thighs and them nice lips to kiss, but it's deeper than them curves. You don't know this kind of love's life design, not the real love's fun. Love's fueled inside of this life, inside of that kind of strife, up inside of Jesus Christ, stuck in the cage. But we built in the root man's criminal rage, hacked up inside of their mind's design. Dark work inside of that shadow's work, trying to steal up what's mine. Camaraderie with them snakes, and they slither all around.
inside of them pretty eyes, pretty lies inside of their criminal minds, eyes disguise, homicidal spell wrapped in a dirty enterprise, crumbing the trail, yeah, with their moves that are so weak and exposed and set up to fail with the cheap tricks, dirty ass kicks, coming with the whole decomposed, pretty eyes, dirty lies, and the weeks design trying to kiss me, kill me, yeah, you cross the lines, but I'm coming cage built crimes ever fulfill me, up inside of that love's life loop, so lost filled, collide up inside of the wreckage that they made inside of my life's design. So I'm burning for more inside of a whole love's life mission, coming equipped inside of that darkness with the light that I crave in Jesus Christ, sentenced to death by a man with no spine, criminal cage ass ways trying to take up my whole time, dripping with the blood on the tracks of my own life's design, to be scarred every single part of me scribbled all over my heart, trying to take that pure filth they staged inside of my love life's design, my mind, the whole frame, that cheap ass war games, but I am playing them in that same ways, pretty eyes, pretty weak moves, and you're playing on me in that syndicate plan, and I'm taking a stance, ain't no breaking inside of this man, pretty eyes, some pretty lies up in your criminal eyes disguise, homicide. Coldness in the hour, it chills in my veins, echoes of silence, in the weight of their wickedest games, unheard voices, screaming inside, realities, in the shame of their own minds, criminal syndicates and twisted up in their design, in the tides, raising up so lethal inside of its own design, every move's a cut real chill to that spine, disguise, framing your entire life under a murderous sloop of lies. You see the threads in the tapestry that they weave inside, so I'm not gonna be your pawn inside of a refused life of you to believe you can take my own life by design, a real crime, a real crime. Stab in the dark, etched on my heart like a predator's mark. They think they're safe in the walls that they built, but the empire's cracking down in the guilt that they made. Whispers and the spells cults design, trying to shatter up the frame of mind. Every single seed powers of their design. I felt the weight of their cold design, trying to steal my fate, claim my name. Shadows up in their dance, in the darkest parts of their own heart's demise. The truth will show. They think they untouchable. Hell, they don't even know how to look at themselves right. Every single scar, you're faithful, right? Wearing my life like a fucking crown. Cold frames crack to break me down. Burn them down. Burn them down. In the hour of cold, where the silence screams. Burn them now. Burn them now. Scorched out of their world, stolen dreams. Framed up by lies. The fire won't die. I'm breaking these chains to reach them skies. These criminal minds in the shadows hold, and I'm not the one who's